Part 6 remake of What If I Was in Naruto Remastered. So basically I messed up on the last part with like the ultimate, with like Christian going evil too. Yeah, they messed up too. So basically also I'm going to be fixing the Ultimagon. It's not going to be red and blue, it's either going to be I have the Sharingan or I have the Ultimagon, but both eyes are blue, so I'm just going to go with the Ultimagon. So I'm going to lift up the names of the Ultimagon skills. So you can do a Genjutsu where a person is infinitely looped, seeing torture. I don't really know what it could be, but it's basically Tsukuyomi. You can just stab it. You can just stab at them for like an hour. The next ability of the Ultimagon, the Mangekyo Ultimagon. I'm not going for the regular one because the regular one just has normal abilities, as the Sharingan does. The next one is the the Chakra God. Okay, you could turn into a Chakra legit God. I'm kidding. So basically what you can do with this is you power up all the way and your whole body turns blue, like kinda like Naruto's Nine Tails Chakra mode, kinda like KCM2, but it's much different. It's basically say you did a 6-pass mode, but you have to talk to Hagoromo for that. You have to be accepted by the clan leader to be getting that form. And the normal, just full power of the Mangekyo is basically KCM2. That's the second ability, and the final ability is to transform into a ginormous Susanoo. Like a ginormous blue, like, it's not blue, it depends like what color your first chakra nature is. And Christian's first chakra nature was lightning, and lightning is usually blue. Is what I think most of the time. Sometimes it's yellow. But I'm just gonna go with blue. Because, well, blue makes more sense. You don't see that kind of lightning almost every single day. Whatever, let's just get on with it. Dang it, I keep on trying to do an intro, but it's never gonna work. So, oh yeah, I forgot to name something. Did no one realize how Shisui Sharingan kind of looks like Itachi Sharingan, but it would be his eternal Mangekyo? Am I the only one who thinks that? Probably. Whatever, let's get on with the what if. So, I messed up on that last part. Christian will not be turning evil. Sasuke will, though, because, well, I need a plotline. I keep on putting Sasuke as not evil, and it's kind of not fun, because the storyline just goes too different. Let's get on with it. So, basically, after the Chunin exams and all that crap, when Sasuke is recruited to, oh yeah, when Christian made his wish to the god thingy, he wished for the Flying Raijin Jutsu because he wants the Flying Raijin. Upgrading his Ultimagon to see if it can unlock further levels. And getting rid of his curse mark so he doesn't have it anymore. Those were his 3 wishes, and they were granted. So now he can go up to the Eternal Mangekyo. I'm gonna regret saying this. The Eternal Mangekyo Ultimagon. That's the maximum amount he can do, plus a Susanoo. So basically, he would rush over and say... So when Sasuke's about to leave the village, when Sakura sees him leaving the village, she of course tells Lady Tsunade, and they form a rescue team. Christian would be like, alright, let's go. He'd activate he'd be training the Ultimagon to the maximum. He's saying, Naruto, let's go. But, no, he wouldn't say that. He'd be like, the day he hears Sakura say that, he would dip. Like, he would just dip out of the Leaf Village once he hears that. He just ran, when he gets stopped by, like, the 2 guys, forgot their names. The 2 guys who work at the stage of the Leaf Village to let you go and leave. The one that Sasuke knocked out in the reverse world. Yeah, those guys. Kotetsu and Izu, I don't know his name, I don't care. So basically, he would just say, let me through. They say, no, it's past curfew, he says. Is it past curfew? Is it possible that I can go find a Gone Leaf member? They say, what? And then they both get neck chopped. He says, I'm not here to play around. I'm done with this. So once he knocked those 2 out, he'd run to Naruto's house and legit break his window, grab him, and tell him we're heading out of the Leaf. Naruto's like, why? Sasuke left the Leaf Village, and me and you were going after him without the Hokage's help. Naruto says, wait a minute, but aren't we gonna get in trouble by, like, the guards? He says, I already got them done with. He says, what did you do? He said, well, knocked them out. No, simple. That's super duper simple. So basically, he would actually just tell them that he knocked them out, and they're completely fine, no harm done. Naruto's like, good. Let's get going. He says, shouldn't we pull off a rescue team? He says, no, they'll just be getting in the way. So immediately when they rush, they'd go after the Sound 4. They see the Sound 4 rushing away, and he's like, nah, nah, nah. So the first person they fight is Jirobo. Christian's like, Chidori! And just piercing through Jirobo, saying, I don't care about this. Just defeating Jirobo immediately. Just wrecking Jirobo right there. Just absolutely wrecking Jirobo. Like, Jirobo doesn't even get a chance. Then he rushes after Kidomaru and saying, alright, Sound 4, give back Sasuke, or we're gonna have some problems. He says, what are you gonna do? And wait, don't you have a curse mark? Don't you want more power? He says, I don't got a curse mark. He says, how did you get rid of it? That thing is unget-ridable. He says, I have someone who can get rid of anything, or give anything. The Lord of the Ultimate Clan can wish anyone, but I'm not going to tell you where you can find him. Because that's completely impossible for a weakling like you to meet him. So basically, when the rest of so he just he pulls out his blade and puts lightning style on it, and then just slices through Kidomaru, and then kicking him in the face from the back. He's saying, Naruto, you take Yuya. You take the girl in the two-headed guy. I'll take the rest. I'll take Sasuke's thing back. Once Christian punches Sakon into a wall, out of nowhere, your boy Kidomaru comes in and steals the coffin. He's like, dang it! So when he takes this away, when Tsunade realizes that both of them are gone, she's like, what? They probably went after Sasuke. So when they rush back, Christian's like, we gotta go quickly. So basically he says, alright, let's go. So then he says, Naruto, take care of her. I'll get rid of Kimimaro. So when he rushes Kimimaro, saying, Kimimaro! He just rushes in and says, Chidori! About to hit Kimimaro, but then Kimimaro jumps out of the way and Sasuke finally awakened from his coffin. He's like, shoot. So then Christian activates the ultimate gun and immediately wrecks Kimimaro, then puts it away to conserve chakra to fight. He says, Sasuke! Get back here! When Sasuke runs, he runs right behind him, about to say, get back here! Mud wall! Putting a mud wall in front of Sasuke. Sasuke would just Chidori through it and say, you can't even get close to touching me. He says, what? What did you just say? Nah! You idiot! You think you can do everything on your own? He always thinks, and Sasuke is like, yeah, I can, you're too weak. What can you do? He says, defeat you is what I'll do. So he blitzes over to Sasuke, about to punch him. Sasuke dodges and kicks him in the face. He's like, ah. Then Christian backflips back and says, dun, 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 dun. And then powers up his chakra to the maximum. Now I forgot to mention this, but he still has the 11 tails in him. You know, the 11-tailed wolf. He said he powers up all the way, giving him black chakra. He says, "Ah!" Blitzing over to Sasuke, punching him in the face, then grabbing Sasuke's face and slamming it into a ground, and then saying, "Chidori!" He says, "I'll melt through your face then if I want to." And then electrocute Sasuke, saying, then he kicks Sasuke in the face, sending him into a wall, then blitzing right behind him and kneeing him in the back, then kicking him forward, saying, "You're done! Chidori!" Sasuke would activate his Sharingan and immediately blocks the Chidori with his own, sending Christian flying back, backflipping. And then he disappears from Sasuke's vision, trying to kick, but Sasuke immediately blocks. Then his Sharingan evolves into the 3 Tomoe, punching back at Christian, knocking him, sending him flying. Christian would try and blitz back and kick, but Sasuke's already in front of him, punching. When Naruto arrives, he's like, "Ah!" in the QB mode, already punching Sasuke, sending him flying back. But then Sasuke retaliates with a Chidori through Naruto's arm. But then Naruto backflips right when he's about to get hit, but he is sparked. He's like, "Shoot!" So then Naruto would jump up in the air and say, "Shadow Clone Jutsu! Shadow Clone Barrage!" And one hit would hit on Sasuke, and Sasuke would go flying back. He'd be like, so then Christian would appear right behind Sasuke and create a Chidori and be like, "Our legends too." And then about to hit Sasuke with a Chidori, Sasuke dodges and kicks. He's like sending Christian into a brick wall. He's like, "Ah," and then he says, "Rasengan." And then he pulls out a kunai and throws a kunai towards Sasuke. Sasuke's like, "Huh, what is that gonna do?" Oh! He appears right behind him and says, "Flying Raijin, level 2! Placing a mark on Sasuke. So then when Sasuke comes, he's like, "Dang it!" Christian activates Ultimagon. Now, Ultimagon Christian is very strong. I'd say about Mangekyo I'm kidding. That's about 3 Tomoe Itachi. I don't know how strong he is, but whatever. He's about 3 Tomoe Itachi level. So then he says, and activates the 3 Tomoe Sharingan, 3 Tomoe Ultimagon, and says, "You're not going anywhere." And then Sasuke says, and curse mark spreads around his body, and Christian's like, activating the 1 tail for the 11 tails. He's like, what the heck? Out of nowhere, he's like, "Die." So then he blitzes over to Sasuke, punching him in the face, sending him flying back. But then Sasuke would retaliate, and they'd just go at it, with Naruto going into 1 tail as well to join in on the fight. So they're double teaming Sasuke, but out of nowhere, Orochimaru shows up, and Christian's like, "Take care of Sasuke! Fight Sasuke! I'll have to fight off Orochimaru!" Naruto says, "I won't let you go to Orochimaru!" Ah! Christian would be like, "Orochimaru!" Then blitz and punch Orochimaru in the face, breaking through his jaw with the Ultimagon punch. Then he says, "Hello!" Then pulling out a Chidori and blitzing through Orochimaru's clone, slicing through him, being like, "He's dead, isn't he? So Sasuke, you got nowhere else to go." And then he's stabbed by Orochimaru's sword in the chest, popping his heart almost popped his heart like a balloon. It went like. Then he appears right in front of him and kicks him in the face, kicks him in the stomach, sending him up in the air, saying, "Leaf, rising wind." I learned that from Guy Sensei. I went around from every sensei asking them to teach me one technique, And Guy Sensei taught me this. No. He says, Uchiha style. He says, I used this from another I learned this from the Scroll of Sailing. Uchiha style. Hollow dance. Activating putting melting on at its full power, slicing through Orochimaru, going, sing, 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 sing. Out of nowhere, Orochimaru would go 50% of his power to destroy him, knocking him out with a quick punch, sending him flying into a wall, knocking Christian out right there and then. Then Naruto and Sasuke would have their little clash. Sasuke would win, and the two would be lying there, and Kakashi would have to come back. You see, there's no possible way for if I didn't add Orochimaru to this, would Sasuke win this fight, because Sasuke's too weak. He wouldn't be strong enough to take on an 11-tails Jinchuriki in this one-state state, plus the Ultimagon, plus a flying Raijin Rasengan that he got hit with. Christian says, damn it! Then he walks out, and then he goes outside and he meditates. He says, Lord of the Ultima Clan. He says, what do you want, young child? I would like to train under you. Do you think I could summon you in real life? He says, you can. It'll take about a year, though, for you to fully summon me. He says, I'll do the process. I need to get stronger to bring him back. He says, alright, your wish will be granted. So the first steps you have to do is gather about 100 jutsu, and you have to summon me with the reverse summoning jutsu. So you can summon me into here. He goes, alright, that's good. So when he summons him, after a year of trying to summon him, he finally summons the Lord of the Ultimate Clan and he sends a note to Leaf Village saying, I will be gone for 2 more years to train. See you guys later. Saying that while walking away. Being like, that he trained with the Lord of the Ultimate Clan, and at the end, wait on, what the heck? Hey guys, I am back. Sorry for that interruption. I just need to unplug my headset because it wasn't working. So basically, the Lord of the Ultimate Clan would tell Christian after 2 years, you've been trained well. I think you'll be good enough. Here you go. So he's training him, and after a while he says, I will give you my eyes. I can regenerate my own. I will give you my Ultimagon, and then you will unlock the Mangekyo Ultimagon. He says, alright. Now I'm too lazy to make my own Ultimagon design, so it's just gonna be like Sasuke's or Itachi's. I think I'm just gonna make it like Sasuke's, cause well, I don't really care the design wise, because well, it's just the design. So his turns in, you know what, no, that makes him too much like an Uchiha. His makes it look really cool. His is like a blade type, but it's not at the same time. So his is basically like, you know, I'm going with Itachi. I'm going with Shisui's Mangekyo design, but it's gonna be like the blue. It's like the outer coloring is gonna be blue and just Shisui's. He said, Christian says, what are the abilities of this Mangekyo? He says, the clan leader says, the abilities of these Mangekyo are very vast. One of them is you can... Wait, what was that thing again? He's like, you may unlock the Susanoo. Oh, and give me a second. You will unlock the Susanoo. It depends what color your first chakra nature was. If your first chakra nature was fire, it will be red. If your first chakra nature was lightning style, it will be blue. If your first chakra style was water, it'll be a deep greenish blue. He says if you had fire, if you had earth, your Susanoo would be a brownish black color. He says, alright, so I guess my first chakra nature was lightning, so I guess I have a blue Susanoo. I don't know really. He says, alright, He says, you must choose one of these weapons for your Susanoo. I will implement them onto your Susanoo when you are ready. And summon me 2 years later. I'd like you to summon me a year later. Once your Mangekyo runs out, I will give you the eternal Mangekyo. He says, so Christian says, what are the other abilities? The next ability is Koru Amatsukami. This is a new Chiha Jutsu, but it's implemented into ours too. It is the ultimate Genjutsu. Christian's like, any other ones? He says, yes. You unlock Body Flicker. Alright. Any other ones? He says, yes. You can unlock a blue cloak. A blue cloak of energy after taming the 11 tails and morphing it, and morphing your Ultimagon. Only the 11 tails and the Ultimagon merge and become Ultimagon Chakra mode. He says, alright, well, I'm ready. He says, one more thing about the ability. You have unlocked something else. Dormant. Oh yeah, it's just blue fire actually. It's just light. It is blue fire. You could, no, he's just gonna have red fire. He could basically just have Sasuke's sword that he has. You can also unlock Inferno style. It's a new chakra nature, aka Amaterasu and Inferno style flame control, all that stuff. He says, wow, this power is limitless. He says, no, there is a limit. Your eyes will run out. He's like, oh no, I was just supposed to go, So after a while, he heads back to Leaf with a brand new Ultimate outfit. He says, when will you be back? He says, the next time when your eyes run out, I will implant the new Eternal Mangekyos. He says, alright. The Eternal Mangekyo Ultimagon. He says, alright, I'm heading back to the Leaf. He says, wait, one more thing. Here. He gives him a sword. Something way stronger than his. He's like, wait a minute, can I test these? He says, sure. So he puts both swords, clanging them. His sword immediately breaks. He's like, what is this made out of? He says, it's made out of Kachentai. Yeah, I'm using stuff from Dragon Ball. It's made of Kachentai. It cannot break. It's a deep black sword with a knife covering. Or he puts it on the side of his. He has a sword case that it's kind of like Sasuke's, but it's not. So when he pulls it out from his back. Not the legit back, but like, he has like a holder on his back. And he pulls it out. He says, alright, I'm ready. So he is running back to the Leaf Village. And then he finally makes it. He says, yo. He sees Naruto and Sakura and says, hey, Naruto. So when he walks over, he sees Naruto go flying behind him. He's like, huh? And he's like, oh, great. He got sent flying. But by who? He walks over and goes, oh, you. Oh, hello. Wait, who are you again? Sakura goes, what? How? Do you not know who I am? He goes, forgot. He just says, well, I'm gonna go see Naruto. Bye! Then dips. He says, oh, hey, Naruto. He goes, oh, hey. What happened to you? He says, I tried showing a ninjutsu, but got sent flying. He's like, Sakura's doing? He goes, yeah. He goes, whatever, I'm gonna go see the other teams. I'm gonna go see my team. He disappears from Naruto. Naruto's like, what? How is he that fast? He goes, hey, Izuna, hey, Izumi. Out of nowhere, they both go, ah! He's like, calm down, it's just me. And they're like, oh, wait, you're finally back? He's like, yo. Izuna says, so, you got a new sword? He says, yeah, the leader of my clan gave it to me. He said it's made of, like, Kachentai? And Izuna goes, what? Kachentai? That's the strongest material in the universe! Izumi's like, how did you get that? He's like, I told you already. The clan leader gave it to me. Pops it on his back and disappears. Goes to see Team he comes to see Shikamaru's team next. He says, yo. They go, hey, how was your journey? He said, pretty good. I am way stronger than before, so yeah. Then he disappears again. Went to go see Kiba's team. He says, yo, Shino, Kiba, Hinata, what up, guys? And he goes, bye. And then he just disappears. He's just going around seeing everyone. He only has a brief second to say hello because, well, he's got to travel even farther. He blitzes over one more time to Neji's team. Says, hey, Rock Lee. Hey, Neji. Hey, Tenten. Hey, guy sensei. And he says, oh yeah, I forgot to say hi to all the senseis. Boom. And just goes to see all of them. So then he disappears back to Naruto and Sakura, saying, alrighty then. What's up, guys? He says, nice. I'm gonna go get Izumi and Izuna to come join us, so we can have a reunion party. They all say, yes. And he says, the bill's on me, cause, well, kinda got a lot of money from all the fights I won. You see, there was a tournament, and I kinda won it, so I got like 300,000 Rio. And Naruto's like, 300,000? He's like, yeah. So let's go. So they invite everyone to a party they have for Naruto and Christian's return to the village. And then the next day they get a report about Gaara. Gaara, I tell you, Gaara! So Gaara is kidnapped by Deidara. Christian's like, I'm going. Pulls out a sword and runs and says, ah! He runs and says, I'm out of here and I'm gonna go get Izumi and Izuna. And we're heading out, and also Anko. Because, well, I haven't seen Anko. She wasn't there at all. And Tsunade says, well, she's on a mission. He's like, oh, whatever. So he blitzes off and grabs Izuna and Izumi and takes them back, and he says, alright, we're back. Tsunade's like, jeez, that was fast! He goes, yeah, I know. So they're rushing to Gaara's location, all of them at top speed. He goes, Naruto and Christian have top speed, like top speed. Like, Naruto's not as fast, but he's fast. He activates Kyuubi one-tail cloak, and Kakashi's like, quickly, we have to suppress him, he says. Naruto says, no, I'm fine. And Christian's like, yeah, I could just put him in a genjutsu either way. Naruto's like, what? You can put me in a genjutsu? Yeah, right. Out of nowhere, he's just getting stabbed. He's like, and Christian trying to make it a joke, saying, stab, 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 stab. But he's not actually stabbing Naruto. He's just trolling him. He's like, Naruto goes, Kakashi's like, what did you do to him? He said, nothing. It was a troll. I didn't even touch him. Naruto fake screamed. And then he just dips. He's like, alright guys, we're heading there. See ya. Bye. Alright guys, so this is gonna be another stream for now.